What's up, YouTube? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and this is my review of the Lian Sheng LS-124 micro quad. This is the aircraft here. It has a pretty interesting design. It has this canopy prop guard combination, and it works pretty well. It can be removed. You can remove it. However, there's an LED, a bright flashlight type LED on the front of it, in which you have to plug and unplug in order to remove and replace the canopy. So, but you can take it off. It is removable. It has these funny looking landing feet on it. I really don't care for the landing feet, and actually I broke two of them. I was testing the distance on this, the range, and I took it really high up in the air, and I didn't know that I lost connection to it actually, so I thought I was just bringing it down, but actually it was falling. But the canopy being so light, it's pretty docile outside. But anyway, this thing fell from really high up, and it landed on the on its feet, and I actually broke two of the little landing feet. But I'll probably end up removing those anyhow. So you know, I like to do modding. Anyway, it has flashing LEDs on each motor pod, so the LEDs really aren't that good for keeping orientation or anything like that, because they constantly flash and they change colors. So they're not really, they're actually more confusing as far as to keeping orientation. So it's not really a night flyer. Well, actually you probably can get away with it because the canopy, if you fly it with the canopy on it, there's a bright white LED here that would probably help with orientation, but not really a night flyer, I don't think, anyway, in my opinion. The transmitter, this is the transmitter here. It's a hobby style transmitter. It's really nice. I like the way it feels. It takes 4 AA batteries. Also, the rates can be changed on the left side by pressing the left stick in. When you press it in once, you'll hear one beep to let you know that you start off in low rates. So when you press it the first time, you'll hear 2 beeps to let you know that you're in second rates, and then you press it down again and you'll hear 3 beeps, which let you know that you're in high rates. And then upon pressing it once again, you'll hear the 1 beep for the first rate. And on this side, when you press the right stick in, it'll put you in flip mode, so you can tumble left and right and forward and back upon pressing this down. Whichever direction you give input to, it'll flip in that direction. It has a nice LED screen on there to let you know what's going on as far as your rates and everything, and your inputs. So that's pretty nice. So this thing actually has a nice fast yaw rate. I mean, the yaw rate on low rates is pretty fast for me, and so mid rates and high rates, the yaw is really insane. This thing pirouettes really pretty. It looks really nice when it's pirouetting, performing pirouettes. And also doing funnels. This thing does funnels really well. However, I'm not really a big fan of really fast yaw rates because they interfere with, to me, they interfere with the controlling of the aircraft. Like, you can't bank turns really well or make turns well, because this thing, when you start yawing, it takes a second for it to stop. Once you let off the input, it'll keep spinning for a while. So you sort of got to time that in order to get your flying directions correct. You know, when I found when I'm flying fast in one direction, I'll yaw to try to turn, and this thing it'll over yaw, and I'll end up going that way, or maybe the same direction that I was flying in the first place. So yeah, that's one complaint that I have about it, actually. Also, the prop guards are really fragile in my testing, actually, when I first got this thing, I removed the canopy and flew it. I crashed it twice, and each time that I crashed, I lost the propeller. I lost the prop each time. So what I ended up doing is removing all of the props and replacing them with other props that I have, just so I would be able to do this video and have the original set of the original props on it. So in my testing, the props have been really fragile. Someone else who I know, a fellow YouTuber, said he had the same one and he had some crashes and he never broke a prop. I don't know if he kept the canopy on or it's because I took the canopy off, but I know the props has been really fragile with me. So that's all there is to say about it. It's a really nice flying quad. I guess not being able to bank but having those pretty pirouettes, it's a nice trade-off. I won't complain too much about it. So also without the canopy, this thing flies really fast. So that's all there is to say about it. It comes with the USB charging, extra props, and it comes with a 300 milliamp hour battery. So this thing is a nice flyer. Let's check it out. Okay, so this is the indoor flight demo of the LS-124. And it's already bound to the stock transmitter. So let's see how it flies. You can see this thing has a lot of punch at full battery. It's really stable. And it flips well. Let's look at the flips. It actually gives itself a little throttle before the flip. And so it flips well with the canopy on it. This is the yaw rate on low rates. So pretty fast, decent yaw rate even on low rates. And it's really docile in flight. I think that might be partly because of the prop guards on it. That's providing a little weight for it. So here's mid rates, a little more pitch on mid rates, and the yaw is pretty fast on mid rates. You can see the LEDs continue to flash on the arm, on the motor pods, as well as the solid lit flashlight in the front. So this is yaw on high rates. So pretty insane yaw on high rates. You can do nice funnels and pirouettes with it. So this thing is pretty awesome as far as how fast the yaw rate is. However, I found that you can't really bank any turns really well with the yaw rate being so fast. A lot of times you can't fly that precise when you're flying fast with it, because the yaw rate is so fast. A lot of times you'll find yourself over yawing on a turn, but that was a pretty nice bank turn there. Lost control and landed though. So if you're flying slow though, you can do nice circuits with it and be precise if you're flying slow. But when you start to speed up, that's when the yaw rate becomes a problem. But I guess that's a pretty good trade-off. With the yaw rate being that fast, you can do nice pirouettes and funnels, but it hampers your ability to fly precise and fast forward flight and do nice bank turns. Let's see, the prop guards work well. I think it's a pretty decent indoor flyer. So that's it. The LS-124. Pretty cool looking quad with a fast yaw rate. Thanks for watching.